how a global team of astronomers have announced they found what could be evidence of life elsewhere, and not on Mars, but on the much more inhospitable Venus.
The surface temperature of Venus is a scorching 900 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than a baker's oven. At such temperatures, lead would be molten, and when it rains on Venus, it rains sulfuric acid. The air pressure on Venus is a crushing 100 times that of Earth, enough to make survival impossible for any human. In the midst of several groundbreaking discoveries, the Soviets led the space race, shrouded by secrets and stories kept hidden from the public and rival nations. These secrets, revealed by a Soviet astronaut before his death, cast a new light on the Soviet space program and its cosmic ambitions. What were these secrets, and how do they affect our understanding of the universe? The world reveres Neil Armstrong as the first man on the moon, and NASA as the agency that made it possible. Yet, before NASA achieved this monumental feat, the Soviet Union had already set its sights on lunar exploration. The Soviets were the first to send a man-made object to the moon and achieved the seemingly impossible by sending a spacecraft into another planet's atmosphere, Venus. This rivalry between the US and the Soviets, born out of the Cold War, transcended Earth and sparked a fierce competition in space exploration. This race pushed humanity to achieve incredible milestones in a remarkably short span of time. The Soviet Union's ambition to dominate space exploration was unparalleled. They launched the world's first artificial satellite, Sputnik, and were the first to send an animal into Earth's orbit and return it safely. Their groundbreaking achievements continued with the launch of the first woman into space, Valentina Tereshkova, in 1963. Among their many milestones, one of the most inspiring was the Venera mission, which aimed to explore the harsh environment of Venus. With atmospheric pressure 92 times that of Earth and a toxic atmosphere laden with carbon dioxide and sulfur, Venus presented challenges far beyond what had been attempted before. Despite these obstacles, the Soviet Union braved the dangers and sent spacecraft to Venus, achieving their first successful landing with Venera 4 in 1967. This mission revealed that Venus had no oxygen, no water, and no magnetic field, painting a clearer picture of this mysterious planet. In subsequent years, the Soviets conducted 12 more Venera missions, each more advanced than the last. The Venera 5 and 6 missions in 1969 introduced significant modifications to withstand Venus's extreme conditions, allowing the collection of more precise data. Venera 8 captured the first images of Venus's surface, defying the planet's hostile environment. The most impressive probes, Venera 9 through 12, launched between 1975 and 1978, weighed up to 11,000 pounds and produced clear, accurate photographs of Venus. However, these images and other details of their Mars exploration program were kept secret for years. The Mars missions, inspired by the success of Venera, extended the Soviets' ambitions to the Red Planet between 1960 and 1973, showcasing their determination to conquer new frontiers in space. Through their remarkable efforts, the Soviets not only contributed significantly to humanity's understanding of the cosmos but also demonstrated the indomitable spirit of exploration, even amid fierce competition and the mysteries of the universe. The spacecraft for these missions was uncrewed, typically consisting of landers, orbiters, and flyby probes. The first launch in 1969 was a complete failure due to design and technical faults. Mars 2 and Mars 3 were identical spacecraft launched within days of each other. Mars 2 launched on May 19, 1971, with a total weight of about 4,000 kilograms, followed by Mars 3 on May 28, 1971, weighing the same. These vessels were designed to traverse the 200 million kilometers between Mars and Earth. Equipped with spherical landing capsules, conical braking shields, retro rockets, and parachute systems, each weighed 4,650 kilograms. While these specifications resemble modern space capsules, the Russians pioneered an idea that remains integral to space exploration today: the invention of rovers. In their quest to conquer Mars, the Russians introduced the Prop-M rover, a groundbreaking device designed to mimic the observations of an astronaut. Shaped like a square and weighing about 5 kilograms, the rover was adept at navigating the Martian surface using special skis that enabled a hopping movement. This ingenious design allowed it to traverse Mars's rugged terrain with ease. The detection systems in the rover identified boulders or ditches ahead, avoiding them autonomously, a remarkable technological feat for 1971. Though not wireless, a 15-meter cable connected it to the landing capsule, relaying critical data about the Martian soil's density, texture, and strength. Unfortunately, the rover lasted only about 20 seconds before ceasing operation. The Mars 2 spacecraft failed to land successfully due to a system malfunction, while Mars 3 achieved a historic milestone on its flawless soft landing. Mars 3 became the first man-made craft to accomplish such a feat, marking a significant achievement in the Soviet Union's space exploration race against the United States. These missions, etched in history, paved the way for further Martian exploration. Both spacecraft, weighing approximately 4,650 kilograms, comprised an orbiter and a landing module. Their primary objectives were to observe Mars from orbit and analyze its surface up close. Equipped with ultraviolet spectrometers, photo cameras, infrared sensors, and magnetometers, the spacecraft gathered a wealth of information. The ultraviolet spectrometers studied the atmosphere and soil, magnetometers measured magnetic field properties, and radiometers collected data on atmospheric pressure and water vapor. The Mars 2 and Mars 3 spacecraft featured sophisticated landing systems designed to withstand the impact upon descent. The sequence involved deploying a parachute tailored for the Martian atmosphere, followed by retro rockets to ensure a gentle touchdown. However, Mars 3 lost contact with its base shortly after landing. Despite this setback, the Soviet Union gained substantial scientific knowledge and technological advancements. Motivated by both rivalry with the United States and the quest to uncover the mystery of potential alien life, the Soviets equipped their rover to search for signs of biological life. While the first image transmitted from Mars by Mars 3 showed little more than a gray background, it was a groundbreaking achievement that inspired pride in the Soviet Union. After Mars 3's landing, a shocking revelation emerged: the spacecraft went silent only 15 seconds into its data transmission. The cause of this abrupt failure remains unknown. Some speculate that Martian dust storms interfered with operations, while others suggest the possibility of interference from a Martian entity. The sudden loss of transmission left scientists unable to determine the fate of Mars 3 or its rover. Despite this unfortunate turn of events, the mission stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge beyond our planet. The Prop M rover was designed to be manipulated by the specialized arm of the Mars 3 spacecraft, to which it was tethered. It was intended to move only within the field of view of the cameras installed on Mars 3, stopping to take measurements every 5 feet. Unfortunately, this rover never had the opportunity to explore a large area of the Martian surface. Interestingly, the Soviets kept the existence of the Prop M rovers a secret for over 20 years. It wasn't until 1990 that the world learned of these little robots, revealing that similar rovers were also deployed with the Mars 6 and Mars 7 spacecraft. These revelations leave one wondering what other details the Soviets might have kept hidden, perhaps even hints of otherworldly creatures or Martians. The Martian landscape itself has fascinated astronomers for decades, featuring phenomena like the epic dust storms that seem to arise out of nowhere. These storms can last for weeks, transforming the red planet into a blurry, raging amber sphere. Mars' topography and atmospheric conditions facilitate the formation of such storms, with the planet's emptiness making them even more dramatic. Just before the Mars 3 rover went silent, the last images captured showed a gray background, leading Soviet scientists to conclude that a dust storm likely engulfed Mars 3, cutting its mission short. Space exploration has always been fraught with uncertainties, even with meticulous planning and advanced technology. Consider Mars 2, which failed to land successfully due to rocket system malfunctions at the last moment, or the Apollo mission, where Neil Armstrong's quick thinking prevented disaster during the lunar module landing. These challenges underscore the dangers of space exploration. However, setbacks like these drive the scientific community to learn and improve. Following the Mars 3 mishap, the Soviets implemented measures to prevent similar issues in future missions. By the early 2000s, space exploration technology had significantly advanced, reigniting NASA's interest in Mars missions. This led to the 2005 launch of the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO, equipped with high-resolution cameras capable of capturing even the smallest objects on the Martian surface. One of MRO's objectives was to locate traces of the Mars 3 spacecraft, which had landed on Mars in 1971. Using images and data from Mars 3's transmissions, American scientists painstakingly mapped the probable landing coordinates. Decades had passed, and debris could have been buried under dust or swept away by storms, making the search challenging. Yet, the MRO eventually captured intriguing photos of debris resembling wrecked spacecraft parts, including a parachute that remarkably survived all those years. Nearby, they identified a circular metal object believed to be the Mars 3 lander and a dark patch suspected to be the landing point. Despite these findings, researchers could not determine why Mars 3 had shut down unexpectedly. Nevertheless, these discoveries validated the Soviet Mars mission, debunking any hoax theories and proving their success. Interestingly, instead of fostering rivalry, this prompted collaboration between the US and Russia, leading to the creation of the International Space Station, ISS. In 2020, a surprising revelation from a Soviet cosmonaut, Ivan Wagner, captured global attention. While recording the Earth's southern lights, known as Aurora Australis, from the ISS, Wagner spotted something unusual. The Aurora Australis, visible from locations like Australia, Antarctica, Chile, Argentina, and New Zealand, creates a magical display of green and rainbow-colored lights. From space, these lights appear as a luminous crown above the Earth. While enjoying this spectacle, Wagner noticed objects moving in a unique formation. His footage sparked widespread intrigue, adding another layer of mystery to humanity's ongoing exploration of space. Several stars twinkle faintly in the background, accompanied by barely visible auroras. However, if you look closely to the left, you notice a group of 4 or 5 objects with bright lights gliding slowly over the Earth. They maintain equal distances from one another, creating a captivating pattern. The brief video capturing this spectacle lasts only about a minute, but the man who posted it explained that he shot it in a time-lapse format. In real time, these objects appeared for approximately 52 seconds. The strange video quickly gained traction on social media, with a significant number of people supporting the cosmonauts' belief that the objects were, in fact, UFOs. The mysterious appearance and disappearance of these objects, coupled with their unique formation, resembles several documented experiences with UFOs over the years. Yet, the International Space Station has remained silent on the matter. Despite Ivan Wagner submitting the video to them for analysis, there has been no comment since 2020. Once again, we find ourselves holding onto a space mystery without any forthcoming answers. Scenarios like these often provoke curiosity about how much space exploration agencies know that remains hidden from the public. For years, agencies like NASA have faced scrutiny and allegations from whistleblowers regarding leaked information on aliens and UFOs. It appears, however, that other space agencies may also be keeping secrets about the cosmos. Soviet exploration missions to Venus and Mars yielded a wealth of data about these planets. Yet, as revealed by a Soviet astronaut, not all of this information has been shared with the public. During the last Venera mission in 1982, the Venera 13 spacecraft captured high-quality photos of Venus, gathered extensive data about its landscape, and even detected traces of organic molecules. These findings hinted at the possibility of biological life forms on the planet, raising the tantalizing question, could aliens exist on Venus? And if so, did the Soviets encounter them during one of these missions? For now, these questions remain unanswered. However, one can hope that in the near future, every truth about these space agency missions will surface, whether through official disclosures or unofficial leaks. Thank you for watching another episode of The World Unfolded. While you're here, click on the video on your screen to discover more mind-blowing content like this one.